What's happening, everybody? It is Thursday night. Time for another episode of Thrifty Business with Jay and Nay. Everyone, host Vegas Jay.
I'm Philly Nay. Hi, everybody.
What is going on? And man, we got in studio guests. There's Mandy right there, and we have an entire studio audience today. Look at all these people. We got the office full today. So when you hear laughter and shenanigans, you know what's going on. But they've been warned.
I've got some cats here, but.
Oh, Nate's got some cats. So we got it all going on tonight. How is everybody? Nadine, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Let's get right into our show, shall we?
I'm ready.
So am I hope. All right, here we go. Whoops, I was ready. Oh, way down. Hang on. Now, I set this up ahead of time, and it was fine. There we go. Time for Jay's Tiki Talk. Each week I drink a different rum out of a different tiki mug, and this week I want to send a huge thank you out to one of our fans and friends, Deborah, and I think your last name is Goisha. I never had to say it out loud. Deborah sent me this badass Spike Gremlin Tiki mug. So thank you, Deborah. This is killer, and it's huge. It holds a lot of rum.
Very cool. And I knew that it was the Gremlins.
Yes, you did. Pre-show chatter. And then I'm just drinking my old standby Sailor Jerry. And here's a little hidden thing for you if you don't know. In the back of every label of Sailor, there is some Sailor Jerry art. See it in there? And then,
that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
They're all different, so it's not like that's the one for every bottle. So as you down in the bottle, you'll see what piece of art is behind the label.
Very cool.
And what are you drinking tonight?
I have wine in a glass, so that's kind of dangerous.
You're planning on spilling tonight.
I'm living on the edge, yeah, so we'll see.
Yes, Vicky is back in the audience, but she does not have a champagne flute tonight, so all should be good.
Yes, let's hope. You can still spill sippy cup, so.
True.
Yeah, I've done it.
But we gave her a wide base. So,
okay, well, that's good. Hopefully it'll be safe.
All right, let's get right to it. Time for Nay's breast cancer update and fact of the week.
So I'm doing okay. I'm just dealing with some rigmarole with. I have to switch hospitals right now, which is really a pain. And at this point in my cancer journey, I guess you say, but it's really a pain. And other than that, I'm still dealing with some depression. I'm getting my meds switched up. I'm doing okay though. And what I wanted to, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. So what I wanted to say was, if you can get you have my picture up there?
I do.
Okay. So this is my good friend, Robin. Has an organization that it's a great group of women. I love them. I'm a part of the organization, and they raise money and supplies for women and families living with breast cancer, like myself. Household essentials. You'd be surprised at how devastating the financial end of cancer can be, and just getting, even in my family, like laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, toilet paper, stuff like that you take for granted, that can become a kind of a luxury when you're dealing with cancer. So her organization, my organization too, because I'm part of it, we raise money and these supplies. So this Saturday on February 4th through Sunday, February 5th, if you call this number 267-45-PINK-4, you can get a drop-off location. Now, this is in Philadelphia, so if you're not in Philadelphia, you can also just send, even if it's $1 or $5, GoFundMe.com/RobinsPinkJourney. And my friend Robin will make sure that all of the funds go towards helping women with breast cancer. It's a great organization, and they're personal friends of mine. So,
cool. Give a hand if you can.
Yes,
all right.
Please. Thank you.
Let's get into it, shall we? Time for our scores of the week. Today and I show you the cool stuff that we've sold, the money we've made this week on some bitchin' stuff. So I'm gonna jump it off here, Nay. Keep telling you guys, look for the music books. This one is called Rush, starring Jason Patrick. Eric Clapton did the music for it. So this is our tab book, and it sold for $25. I picked it up for $3.99.
Wait a minute. Jennifer Jason Leigh was in that movie. I saw it.
Yep.
Yes.
And get out. You saw Rush?
Yeah.
Oh, you never cease to amaze me, Nadine. This is, I did a little video the other day, how you drink for free at a bar. This is one of those examples. This mug with a drink cost $28, and I just sold it for $79.99. So you too can drink for free. Christmas CDs still selling. This one just sold a couple days ago, $23.99. If you are hoarding your Christmas CDs, get them up. I have shipped 6 Christmas CDs this week. Wow. And then my best one of the week, $175 for this Disneyland shirt. This was hanging in my closet, and I decided that I needed to thin the herd a little bit. I think I paid $50 for it when it was new. So there's that nice time when the clothing in your closet appreciates in value.
Awesome. It's a nice shirt, too.
Yeah. And guess what? I got another one to sell. So.
Wow. Pretty good. Okay. So this is
all right, you're up.
Okay, so this is one skein of yarn, people. This is what I'm talking about, yarn. $40 for one skein. Now, it was a big skein. There was 1440 yards on there, and it was a very high-end merino wool blend, but one skein again. Now, I took a best offer for 40. I had it up for 64. I probably could have gotten around 50 for it, but I had a couple best offers, like 25, 30. I got a $40, and I was like, okay, because I paid $2.99 for it, so.
Nice.
So that's a pretty good one. These Uggs, these are rainbow. Now, Jason suggested that I put my whole store on not vacation, but sale for 25. Yeah, no, that wouldn't help me. For 25% off, and I did. And I had these Uggs up for $64.99. I paid $9.99 at Goodwill, and at 25% off, they sold for $48.74, which wasn't bad. I mean, almost $50, and they did go pretty locally, so they weren't that expensive to ship. So that was a pretty good deal. And then these shoes, these are those pimp shoes that I showed on one of our hauls. These were awesome. This brand, if you're not aware of it, look for it. Joe Ghost. Yes, these are over $500 shoes new, and they all go for a lot. Now, I took a best offer for, this isn't showing the correct price.
Yeah, I don't even know where that price came from. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I had put them up for $2.99 originally, and they then they were on sale for 25% off, and I kind of went back and forth with this guy, and then he sent me this note. Do you have that picture, Jason? Maybe not.
I'm supposed to have a picture with these? Crap.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, anyway, he sent me a note with like a little angel emoji, and he said, please, they'll get a really good home. This is the most I can pay. So I felt like
she was a great home.
so that kind of did. Yeah, I know. So he paid, I ended up taking best offer for $114, and they cost about, I think $7 something to ship. They didn't go too far. And so I paid, I think $10 for them. So I still made a really great profit on these shoes. So I was happy with that sale. And then these, this brand, this is another brand to look out for. It's called Black Milk. And it's kind of like the Lala Row brand, but it's higher end, and they're actually made better than that brand. So if you find this brand, actually definitely buy it. Now, I sold these leggings for, what did I sell them for? I can't see was it 54 or something?
52, 40.
Okay, 52. Yeah, no, these were also 25% off, and somebody just bought them yesterday for $52.49, and they went first class. So,
bitchin'.
Yeah, I paid $2.99 for them.
A lot of good scores this week, but after the good scores come the
bad. My friend Lola wanted those leggings. She was sad they sold.
Time for the duds of the week. Do not let our mistakes be yours. So now you can kick it off with this coffee mug.
Yes, so I've had this forever, and it took my 25% off sale to finally rattle it loose from my store after like 2 years. So I thought it was cute at the time. It's cats, cats always sell. It's been sitting for years, literally. So I was glad to take the $14.99 for it. I FOMO'd it. It's gone, out of here. So
See ya. Sayonara.
yeah, and this is a real dud because I had bought a bunch of these patches, not just this particular one, but there were a bunch of cat patches, and I thought it was a good deal because they were like pennies each. Well, I still have like 100 of them, and they're just not. So I finally sold one.
Time to sell them at the big lot and say goodbye.
Yeah, exactly, for $4.85. So yeah,
we'll sell some right here.
Yeah, so that's really, and now with the first class mail going up, I really I paid pennies for it years ago, but not worth it. So
all right, this might not look too much like a dud. I sell it for $20. The problem was it was listed in my store in November of 2014. So been in my store for over 2 years. Bye-bye, $20. Get the hell out of here. I was happy to see you go. And I ran a sale too, Nadine, but not realizing that stuff's so cheap that with the sale I had to ship this for $6.69 free shipping. So waste of time, really, at that point.
See, that's what. Why did you do 33% off? May I ask? How did you?
Things a third off.
Okay, well, yeah. See, at my 25%, I'm selling stuff for like $4. That's what happens. Yeah.
But you know what? It's gone. It's sat for a while. It's gone.
That's true. That's true.
All right, now it's time for close encounters of the thrifty kind. All right, about 6 times a year I go to LA and I go to Amoeba, and Amoeba is the biggest record store in the world. It is just gigantic. It's like, Walmart size, massive. And, I'm there 3 to 4 hours at a time. There's probably 10 to 15 announcements an hour over the loudspeaker, times 3 to 4 hours, times 6 times a year. I hear a lot of announcements. I've been shopping there for 10 years. I heard an announcement when Stacy and I were there a couple weeks ago. I have never heard before. I will never hear again. And the girl who made the announcement obviously has never made the announcement because she laughed making the announcement. And the announcement was, can someone pick up the phone who was ever helping the customer with circus music? They're back on the line. Now, how many times do you think they get a call for circus music? Hey, y'all, you got that circus music? That's
funny.
So she goes, yes, whoever's helping with the circus music. And she started laughing. And
okay.
Knowing Amoeba, and I've never seen it, but there's probably a tiny little circus section. So somebody was getting help with their clown music. Creepy clown time.
That's funny.
All right, yours has an awesome picture.
Yeah, so Lola and I went to the bins on Tuesday, and it was fun. Actually, I got everything listed from the bins, by the way. And I've already sold 2 items and made my money back plus $18 just on those 2 items. So totally worth it. But anyway, this lady was shopping the bins, and this is how she was. Now, I don't know if she grabbed that witch hat from the bins and put it on, or if she just wore it to go thrifting, but that's how she was. And she was looking up, she was hilarious. She was looking up stuff on her phone, and she was just like sifting through the bins, and she was wearing the witch hat, and she was wearing it well. So Lola and I were laughing at that one.
What'd you say, Stace?
She was channeling her inner Jason.
Yeah, Stacy said she was channeling her inner Jason.
We weren't quite sure what she was doing, but she was just wearing that witch hat.
Was she casting spells on the people next to her?
Maybe she was trying to do that to get all the good stuff. I don't know. She had quite a cart full.
All right, now it's time for our thrifty tips of the week. And I give you little tips and tricks to check out or do while you're in the thrift store. Mine is if you're ever at a thrift store, record store, or the like, and they're having some kind of contest where you just got to throw your name in the hat, throw it in the hat. The last time I did that, I won this Flaming Lips box set, which I just sold for $50 today. So by not ignoring the girl who's saying, hey, you want to throw your name in the hat? I basically made about $40 just for throwing my name in the hat. So if they're having any of those contests where they're going to give you shit, do it.
Tangerines. You know that song from Flaming Lips?
I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, never mind. Sorry, I can't sing well. But
the
Flaming Lips song, she. Yeah. I know the thing. Okay, never mind. So this is my blood, yes, and that's my finger, and I got a lot of sympathy for this, and a lot of people saying I should get a tetanus shot, which I was actually joking about when I posted this. So when Lola and I went to the bins the other day, I actually was digging through and I cut my finger, and real blood came out, and it was.
Ooh, at the bins. Ugh.
Yeah. So I did not wear gloves. I was going in bare and just digging through.
I don't get the wheelies off, and that gets. It's like.
But it was a Christmas ornament. I saw it. It was a glass ornament that was broken. So I knew what I caught myself on.
You saw it a little too late.
Yeah. So, and I used a lot of hand sanitizer. I don't think I got tetanus or anything. I think I'm good. But my advice would be to be careful in the bins after that, and to maybe you do want to wear some gloves. That might be a good idea. So, and bring lots of hand sanitizer. So those are my tips.
Yeah, there's no maybe you should.
Yeah, there is danger at the bin, so that's my little advice for.
Yeah, actually, before we get to the next segment, when we were filming Thrift Hunters and we were at the bins at Goodwill in Boston, I had gloves and they had one of the big bins filled with CDs, like hundreds of them. So while we were waiting to film, like I was digging through all these and look for them. As I got to the bottom, someone had broken a vase, but one of those huge ones in the bottom. So if you weren't looking, you were just digging through these CDs. You would have shredded your hand.
Wow.
I gave it to the guy. I'm like, you might want to clean this out. There's probably a little bit of a hazard there.
Yeah. So there can be danger. Really, there really can be. So
real danger. Yes. All right, now it's time for. You have got to be shipping me. Renee and I give you shipping tips and tricks on what to do and what not to do. This segment is brought to you by Bubble Fast, a family-owned business providing quality shipping supplies to the online community since 1999. Bubble Fast, the internet's home for shipping supplies. And if you enter J and Nay, all one word, when you check out, you get 10% off your entire order. All right.
Yes. Okay. Are you?
My shipping tip is, have you ever wondered how durable these eBay poly mailers are? Because I've had conversations with people like, we have to box everything. These things aren't that durable. Okay. This one came back to me, undeliverable. You ready to see when it was mailed, Nadine?
Okay.
It was mailed to Argentina on June 20th, 2016, and came back 2 days ago.
Wow, that's crazy.
That has bounced around the world for 7 months.
You had another one like that was like Saudi Arabia or something.
Yeah,
I remember.
that's happened before, but look, there is no damage to this package. There's no rips, there's no hole, nothing. So good on you, whomever makes these. Good job.
Yeah, so that was a great test of the eBay mailers.
Yep. An unintentional test. I already refunded my customer. I refunded my customer months ago.
Oh, okay.
Never thinking I'd see it again. Oh,
well, now you can resell it. So
Bon Jovi tour jacket for the crew.
Wow.
And it came back. It came home. All right, there you go, Nadine.
Okay, so our viewer Barbara, she knows who she is. She mailed me this awesome baseball cap it's a breast cancer cap, and I believe that's the Los Angeles Angels. Did I get it right?
No, that's the Oakland A's.
Oh gosh. Well, I was right in the state. Okay, it's
Right
California.
State. Yes, right state.
Yeah. But it's an awesome hat, and I do love it. I absolutely love it. So she mailed it to me, which was really sweet. And I love the way she mailed it. She mailed it. Now, if you mail one of these in a poly mailer, the bill, the front parts, it can get crushed, So she just stuck it in one of the small sized eBay boxes. And she did put a little tissue paper just for show, but you don't even need that. And the bill didn't get crushed. It fit in the box perfectly. I took it out and it was in perfect shape. So that's all you need to do within. So that's an example where a box is a good idea.
Good job.
Yes. So thank you, Barbara. I love my hat.
All righty. Now it is time for. There it is. Our viewers' 2-minute topic of the week. This week is brought to you by, can't see your last name. What's Lola's last name?
Adriano. I hope I'm pronouncing it right again. Adriano Fryer.
Okay, yeah, it's all cut off from the way I'm looking at it. Thank you, Lola. And Lola's in the chat tonight. So how are you doing, Lola? How much time do you spend researching new bolos? And for those who don't know, BOLO means be on the lookout. Do you think it's a wise way to spend your time, or is it better to be sourcing and listing what you already know? So let me get you up there. There we go. And there's our timer, and you're off.
Okay, so when you're sourcing, I think it's great to always be, to still be buying what you do know and to be looking for that, but expanding your horizons is really important and really great. And one of the ways that you can do that is just researching on not spending a lot of extra time researching new bolos. Look at the thrifting board, stuff like that. But when you're actually thrifting and you see something, you kind of get that thrifter's instinct after a while, and you see something that looks good, just look it up on your phone really quick and see. And the best way to find out in a certain category, like I did with the Hallmark ornaments, with the Target exclusive CDs, is to sort solds or completeds from highest selling to lowest. So then you can kind of learn in a certain category what to look for and what sells best. But I don't spend a lot of extra time researching new things. You kind of just, as you go, you just kind of have to get into it and research on the fly as you're actually learning. I'm learning CDs right now, and that's how I'm doing it. And a lot of it is trial and error. You're going to make mistakes. So.
Going strong. All right. Yeah, the first thing you should do is absolutely conquer what you know. Do it till you can't find anything else, because I only used to sell music. And so I would get every good piece of music in this whole town. And then one day I went, look at all this stuff. So I just started learning, and I never would have thought I'd be selling sports coats and bras and dresses and toys and plush and everything else. But as I go through the store, I learn section by section. I pay attention to the bolos in the group, and I see what other people are selling. And I do research on eBay every night too. So once I learn something, Mandy pointed out a brand to me today that I did not know of purses. She said, yeah, you'll make some money. It's priced a little high. But I thought, if I'm going to make some money, I will now, once I sell this, I will have this new brand in my brain. And so that was worth it to me to get it. And that's, listen to your friends, listen to the group, and then see what's hot and what's trendy. But yes, definitely research bolos outside of your norm, because you know your norm. And I came in early. All righty, coolio. Thank you, Lola, for the wonderful question. And now it is time for... Come on. There we go. Time for the Lifesavers Merit Badge. Now, if you're not in my Facebook group, it is called the Thrifting Board, and we don't have a Facebook group. We have a beach, and we don't have admins. We have lifeguards. So, the waters of e-commerce can be rough sometimes, and sometimes you need some help. So we always give a merit badge once a month to a post that really shows people learning and growing and others helping. And so this month, there it is. This month, this is our merit badge winner. There we go. Phew. His name is Jason Lemon. I don't know. Do you want to tell us the gist of what happened here, Nadine? Uh-oh, Nadine, we don't hear you. You're out again. So Jason came at a question from kind of a harsh angle. There you are.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. It's my microphone, which I'm sending back again. So he kind of put one of those questions in the group that we would usually, like the lifeguards and all. It was kind of worded like, how do we teach him that this is not the correct thing? So he said, does eBay punish your new listings if you have older good till cancel listings still sitting around? So the word punish in there kind of had a negative connotation, and it was kind of like, we need to educate him and tell him, that eBay doesn't punish, and there's really no proof to those kind of conspiracy theories. And
he could have worded it like this. He's like, hey, I've been told that if I do it this way, it'll be lower in the rankings and it won't show up as much. But you're right. When you come at it with, are they punishing me? Yes, it's a very negative and very like, you think eBay's against you, the world's against you. But with the help of all the great surfers on our beach, they really turned him around, and he really saw the light, and he thanked everyone, and it was an amazing, and that this third picture.
Yeah,
here
this is amazing. Yeah, he actually took notes. He actually took notes from the thread, from everybody's comments, and learned. And he said, "I'll keep all of you posted with my results. Wish me luck." So this is the perfect kind of group member that we want. We want people to learn and to be open-minded and to really listen to the advice that they get, not get angry and think that constructive criticism is anything but constructive. So this was a really great example of learning and taking that information and growing from it.
Absolutely. Well done, Jason. And
yes,
all you surfers who helped out.
Yes.
Okay, our last segment before we get our guest on here. Time for J&A's mini thrift hauls. Each week we have a thrift haul show, and so we preview the items here on this show, just two of them to get you excited.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll preview my two, and then while you're previewing your two, I'll get our seats rearranged for our guest.
Okay.
Here is item number one. Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na. Ah! Shark jaws. Now, I could probably sell them, but when you have a tiki bar, this is good flotsam and jetsam to hang up. So this is just going up. And would you pay $25 for a Mickey Mouse clock? Well, luckily it's on sale, so I paid $20. But
that's a vintage
Mickey clock.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna give you a little demonstration.
Oh, that's loud. I need that for my 5 a.m. CrossFit class. Wow.
So this I bought for $20. The last one on eBay sold for $150.
Wow. Okay.
All right, what you got?
All right, so I have this bag, which I'm not going to show the other side of. I actually paid a whole 50 cents for this bag, and there's a good reason. It is something that is going to make me not a great profit, but a really decent profit off of that 50 cents. So when you see the other side of it in the haul, you'll know why. And then I also have these shoes, and these are just some ballet flats. If I turn them over, I spent $8.99 on these. And this is a brand that is, if it's not on your radar, it should be. So I'll be talking about this brand, and these are also a great size. They're a size 10. I'm tempted to keep them, but I will sell them. But they're...
You don't tell me the brand on the tees.
Well, I don't watch the haul. I want to know what the brand
Well, you got to watch the haul.
You got to watch the haul to find out the brand.
That's the whole point of the tees.
Busy.
You're busy, whatever.
I will show you the logo, and if anybody knows that logo, they'll be able to tell the brand.
Jessica Simpson, South Carolina. I don't know.
Jessica Simpson, no. Gosh.
All right, so yeah, we will be doing a haul because I have a very extra special haul. I have a sugar daddy who sent me a box of goodies, and I don't know what's in there. So my haul will be, besides these couple things, opening the box of goodies on the air. I hope there's nothing embarrassing in there because I'm just going to go for it. I'm not opening it until we do the haul, so stay tuned for that. And then one last thing before we get to Mandy here. Nadine's got 2 classes, not one, but 2 thrift classes coming up. And if you've ever wanted to learn girly stuff, this is the class you need to take. And I implore all you guys that want to expand your horizons, guys, go learn some girly stuff. I shipped a bra today. I shipped girly shoes today. Guess what? It's adding to my bottom line. When's your classes, Nay?
So my classes are going to be on this coming Monday on the 6th. It's not too late to sign up, though. If you go to the thrifting board or our fan page, Thrifty Business with J&A, you'll find the link to sign up. It's $100 per person, but it is a really great return because you'll be getting a lot of bolos. You'll be getting a lot of great information. You'll be walking out of there with so much information about not just women's clothing and shoes, but housewares, linens, yarn, all kinds of stuff like that. And so the first one is going to be this Monday, the 6th, and this will be in the northern Philadelphia suburbs. Please PM me or message me if you'd like to attend. You can still sign up until, I would say, Sunday, and I'll give you the exact location. And then the next class will be on the 21st of February, and that's going to be in central New Jersey. And again, I will, if you PM me, I'll give you the exact location. And that class is kind of like a close. It's kind of halfway between Philadelphia and New York City. So if you're in the Delaware area, the New York area, the Philadelphia area, anywhere in the surrounding suburbs, it'll be definitely worth your travel. So
cool. It was a wicked cool class. All right, let's get into our guest.
Thank you.
It's time for Mandy Kennett, guest of the week. Let's talk teddy bears. What's happening, Mandy?
Everything's going good. I'm here in Vegas, so
yes.
What can be better than that?
And what's Mandy's from Canada, so what's the weather like back home?
Well, apparently we're expecting 10 inches on our way back. So
no, I didn't say what you expected here. I said we expected. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitress. That was so easy. Thank you, Mandy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mandy. That was easy. So yes, and Mandy came at the right week because it is warm. It is nice here this week. We're gonna get 70 tomorrow, so
yeah, sunshine.
It is nice. Mm-hmm. But Mandy's not here to talk 10 inches. She's here to talk teddy bears. And we have here. Let me turn the camera on. We have props. She's like Carrot Top of the thrift world here. She brings props. All right, so there are our props. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We have teddy bears. I see a little hedgehog, a donkey, a squirrel. So, yeah, we're going to talk all this and a little bit more. And so let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get into teddy bears, or why teddy bears?
I am an arctophile.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Arctophile.
Is that a teddy bear collector?
Yes, it is.
Or is that a fancy term for plushie?
No.
If you don't know what a plushie is, Google it later.
No.
Yes, I know that too.
But not images. Just
no.
Yes, I am a teddy bear collector, and we are called arctophiles.
So, since you were a kid, or is this an adult thing?
More so as an adult. But I have my childhood teddy bear from when I was 2. He is mohair, and he is from England. So I've always loved them. And once I had some money, I started buying them. However, it's a very expensive hobby, so I started selling them as well. So
it sounds like me and Tiki. It sounds like me and Tiki.
Yes. And I started, okay, I like this bear for a while. Well, now I want a new bear, and I'll sell him and get another one. So it works out quite well. I do have my favorites that will never leave. And the other thing is I read a lot of reference books, and so you get to know what you're looking for. And I know a lot of people want to understand what to look for. Now, my specialty is vintage and antique, rather than plush, is what I call plush or normal toys. I do sell those as well. However, I do like the vintage. Now, an extraordinary amount of people seem to find Stife in thrift stores in the U.S. I see it posted quite frequently. I've only found 2. In Canadian thrift stores. Now, Stife was the inventor of the teddy bear back in about 1902, 1904.
Oh, so your passion's a little bit older than mine. Tiki bars are 1930, so.
Okay. Yes. And Margaret Stife in Germany started, her family started designing and making teddy bears. They were named teddy bears for Teddy Roosevelt, who refused to shoot a baby bear that was brought to him, the President of the United States at the time. Teddy Roosevelt. Yes. And it started, that Teddy Roosevelt.
Not the baseball player Teddy Roosevelt.
So it all through Europe, manufacturers started popping up, and all the toy fairs were displaying these interesting bears, and the teddy bear was born. U.S. got right in there too, probably around the 20s, more so. So I have some teddy bears.
Mandy's, you guys can't hear, but Mandy's phone is behind us getting offers.
Yeah, that's my
Wow.
And I'm going to shit my pants when it's teddy bears. We have to check this because that's going to be awesome.
Well, that's true. Remember I showed you that earlier?
Yeah, and she was taking an offer while we were getting ready to go on the air of a teddy bear.
I was putting this little teddy bear out, and my phone did that, and I got an offer on the white version of this guy. And this guy.
So yeah, tell us what's special. Let me show him real close.
Oh, okay.
So people can see, because he doesn't look like much.
Mm-mm.
And he's got a pierced ear.
He has a button.
There it is, right there. It's kind of enough to see. Let me get my Nagley. There we go. But he's kind of, as you can see, he's kind of flat, Nay.
He's kind of deflated.
Yeah, now I would pass him up if I saw him. So
Well, he is probably about 1960s,
okay.
and he is stiff. He is made from plush that was called Draylon at the time. It's a little coarser than our more modern plush, and he was stuffed with preformed foam. Preformed foam or foam chips. That kind of stuffing, it often disintegrates, and that happens. He's just like deflated. His head is not stuffed with foam; it's stuffed with K-pop, so that stays.
So the foam's still there.
What? His head is stuffed with what?
I'm sorry, K-pop.
What is that?
It's a natural.
Is that Tupac's brother?
No.
Oh, I'm on fire today.
Oh gosh, that wasn't funny.
That was hilarious.
No, it wasn't.
K-pop is a white woolly substance that comes from the K-pop tree in the nuts.
And we're back. Too easy. 10 inches nuts. Too easy. I'll just leave that one out there. Dangling. Oh, thank you. I'll be here all week. All right.
We are talking teddy bears.
I'm sorry. I've seen some anatomically correct teddy bears.
Jeez. So where is Stife made? Is it Germany? Am I right?
Germany, yes.
Oh, I got something right. Okay.
You did, yes.
Yeah, so I knew that at least.
There are clubs all over the world. It's probably the most well-known of the collectible teddy bear names out there, but there are many more. And there is, I'll tell you right now, a great reference site is stifevalues.com. And stifevalues.com has loaded what is known as the sortiments books that were reference books written in Germany of all the Stife produced from the 1800s right through to 2004. And this information has been loaded on stifevalues.com. So I have the books. There's also the website, and they're quite accurate as far as identifying. They're a little bit behind the times for valuations, and the values that you may see on there as far as flipping them on eBay, probably looking on the lower end, below the lower end. So just keep that in mind when you're seeing the values. Now, that little bear I showed you is Draylon plush. I know a lot of you want to know the difference between Draylon and mohair and how to tell the difference. This little fella is mohair.
Oh, look at the little fella.
And he is also a Stife, and he's tiny.
Yeah. So it's that mohair. I know about mohair yarn, obviously, but that mohair is what you're looking for.
The mohair is actually the same stuff, only this has been woven onto fabric. Okay. So when you're looking at mohair, you can see the backing fabric.
Okay.
It's a little harder to see when it's longer. This is longer mohair. There is shorter mohair. But you can see the back.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, you can see the difference.
And see, he's got a fluffy tail, which is mohair. And his body is also mohair.
Where does mohair comes from? Rabbits?
Goats, actually.
Goats? Okay, I thought it was.
Don't you want a toy?
No. This guy has his button too. He has his button too. And
little tiny button. There it is.
And
boom.
This is his big brother, and he has his chest tag. So show the chest tag.
Yep.
And it has his name, which is Perry Skrull. They were out in the 60s, and it's actually a Walt Disney production license. I've never heard of Perry Squirrel as far as Disney goes, but it is Walt Disney. And they came in several sizes. Stife often issues in several different sizes. Another guy that is mohair, however, he is not a Stife. He looks a lot like that first little guy, right?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
This one we know for sure is Stife because he has his have to take his bow off. See the bib?
Na na.
Oh my gosh, you're hard.
Stripping teddy bears tonight on Thrifty Business.
So that is an indication that it's a Thrift because the other manufacturers did not put the bib of a different color of mohair.
There you go.
And their noses are slightly different. It's a little more difficult to tell on this fella, but he's got on the stitching on the nose, the ends go down. So that tells me it's a Herman. This is the type of information that you see in a reference book, and they will have pictures. So you can buy a lot of the reference books actually on eBay, where they'll have a whole bunch of older bears. I can send you, Jason, some author lists that you can post later on what are the best ones I'd recommend for anybody starting out, where it has a good variety of all different kinds. Because good bears, meaning not the modern plush, were also gunned, Knickerbocker, Dakin.
I don't know Knickerbocker.
In the U.S. You hear of them now, and they're now the normal plush. But back in the day, they made them in the U.S. and they made them out of mohair, and they were jointed just like the German bears, and they have value.
So the chat. Speaking of value, the chat's like, "What's this squirrel worth?" About.
They're about. This one should be about the 120 range.
Wow.
And this little guy, he's in the $45 range. Now this is eBay range.
Right. Yeah.
And the if you looked up hairy squirrel on the Stife Values website, they would have higher values. But you can't realize that on eBay because if you even just put in Stife, you'll get something like 7,000 active listings. There is a lot of Stife out there. There's a lot of people that don't know how to tell Stife, and they say it's Stife, and it's not Stife.
So that actually ties in. We have
14,813 listings.
we have some questions in the chat that kind of tie into that. Is there a big fake Stife market? Are they counterfeited?
You pick them up on Canada Street in New York City.
There are a few. I guess you could call them fakes. They're more misrepresented than they are fakes. So I haven't run across it myself, but I do understand that they'll try and make more modern bears look old and say they're from 1920 when they were just made 30 years ago, and that is sort of it's still a bear and it's still mohair, but it's not the vintage, more valuable version. There's several ways to tell if he's old or not. One is particularly when there's color. Look in their joints, and it will be darker in the joints. See these guys? Well, you sort of see it in here. Their joints will be darker because it hasn't been exposed to light. When you dye something, you get all of it. So, that's one indication. They also have things like, feel this guy. Feel that thing in his stomach? Squish him.
Hello!
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
That's a squeaker. It doesn't work anymore. They often don't work.
Don't you want?
They often don't work anymore because the older ones were made out of cardboard, and the squeaking mechanism.
So they made the squeak out of a cardboard?
Well, it's
how does it squeak?
It's sort of it's in the books. It's I don't. Yeah, it's engineering.
Okay.
I don't understand that.
Teddy bear engineering. That's.
Well, here this one's you can feel it's got a divot, so it collapsed.
Oh yeah.
So that's what happened. My own teddy bear from when I was 2, he doesn't squeak anymore either because apparently I was sick on it. My mom had to bath him. When I was
I would say, did you chew on him like a tocha does? The squeak is gone.
Now this, I brought especially for Jason. Anybody guess why? Because it's an ass.
In case you didn't hear my wife, she said, "'Cause it's an ass."
Oh, geez.
He is.
Look at those eyelashes.
Yeah, those are pretty awesome.
He's Mufti, the laughing donkey. And he is made in Germany, and he is made by a company named Anker, Anker. It's not as well known as Steiff, but they still make quality stuff. He has vinyl teeth. A lot are missing. He has glass eyes. That's another thing, is glass eyes will indicate an older animal, because of course they had to put safety eyes later on, because the kids can't have
glass eyes, missing teeth. Is it a redneck donkey? What's going on over here?
The squirrel has glass eyes, and you see how I rubbed it.
It's getting easier, kids. See how I rubbed it?
Yeah. Okay. Did you rub his eye?
Yes, I did. I rubbed it.
Okay, rub this guy's eye. Does it feel different?
Oh yeah.
This is plastic.
Yeah.
That's glass.
Okay.
It's like a marble cut in half.
The plastic, you can almost hear your finger squeak on it, and it's not cold. Glass is always going to be colder, and same as with jewelry. When you have jewelry, to tell if it's glass or if it's plastic, you can just hold it to your lips, and you can feel it there, whether it's cool or if it's.
So you want me to lick old plush? Is that what you just told me? Is that Mandy's tip? Lick old plush?
If that's what you wish to do.
All right, Nadine, you heard it here first. Lick old plush.
Oh.
Some of the more popular German makers are like Herman, spelled with 2 N's on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Herman is actually, I think there's 3 current businesses. One's Herman Original Teddy, one's Herman Spielwarren, and the other one I can't remember. I'm sorry, but there were originally 8, because every member of the family opened a teddy bear company in Germany. Some were on the. So
did they like each other, or they were all like, "Screw you, I'm going to open my own"?
Often it was sons that spun off after they learned everything from the dad's factory.
Okay.
Sons of bitches. That's why I don't have children.
Oh my goodness.
That's why. In case I open a teddy bear factory.
That's right. And they were also on. Once East and West Germany came about after the war, which is, when there was the teddy bear craze, was all in the earlier part of the century. Some were stuck on the east and some were stuck on the west. And on the east side, they were all taken over by the government, and they had to run away to, through the underground to try and save their business. And many, they just lost their businesses. I have an actual reference book that's all German companies for teddy bears only. And they list 275 teddy bear companies in Germany.
Wow.
So, Germany ain't that big. That's a lot.
Now, I have a question for you, and this may sound ignorant, but I know Teddy Roosevelt actually named the teddy bear. That was what was coined. That was how it was coined, correct?
Yeah.
That was how the name was. So how did Germany get the whole teddy bear? I'm confused about. I actually thought it kind of originated around the whole Teddy Roosevelt.
It did.
Okay.
It did because one of the biggest toy fairs, it was held in Germany.
Okay.
Nuremberg is one of them, and there was another one. And all the toy makers all over the world would go there to present their new inventions. And Steiff presented the teddy bear. And they did name it because it was a very famous story about how Teddy Roosevelt refused to shoot the teddy bear, or the baby bear, the baby bear. And of course, his nickname was Teddy, and it just stuck. And it's gone all over the world.
Okay.
The Americans imported the first bears from Germany and started copying them, and all these companies in the States started up. There's 2 or 3 that started maybe a few years after Steiff did, so they had their own designs. But some of these reference books I mentioned to you will give you sort of an idea of the shape of a nose, the shape of the ears, where they're sewn in, what their pads are made from. In this case, guys made with felt. all these can be indications of who made it and when it was made. Felt was used, mid-century. It's 70s-ish. They started using the synthetic version of it. So if it's synthetic, then it's going to be a little more
Synthetic
modern.
felt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the
Versus, like, I guess wool felt. Is that correct?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, the other thing I forgot to show was what the yellow tag looks like. This is a little peaky Pekingese, and he has his button and his yellow tag.
Aw.
Oh,
Cute.
look at the little Pekingese.
It's really cute.
His head turns.
I mean, he is
teeny.
He is teeny tiny.
He's 8 centimeters.
Yeah, here's a thumb drive.
Okay.
Yeah, he is tiny.
Are you able to show the back of his label to people? I don't know if it's visible. The back of it.
Yeah, let me see.
Where there's a number.
Whoa, I need glasses. Oh, I see the number. I know. I need new ones. So yeah, right in there. It's hard to see, but there's a number.
That is called the EAN number. EAN stands for European Article Number.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a part number, and it's not isolated to Steiff. Herman, all makers have a European, article number as a part number attached to them. But Steiff always put them on their the tags, and the numbers can also indicate size and when it was made. You see how his number, it's 1308,00. Well,
the two of us with glasses are like, what is
yeah,
that?
I know.
Oh my goodness.
08 refers to his size, which is 8 centimeters. It's Germany, so everything's in centimeters. And then the 00 is when it was issued, which means it's between 1959 and 1967. This you can find out from SteiffValues.com. It will tell you the years they produced using that EAN number.
So we have a few questions in the chat. One is, what is the oldest bear you have? What is the most expensive bear you have sold? And then the one that you were just showing, what would one like that sell for?
What, the little peaky?
The little guy.
Yes. The little guy, yes.
40 to 45.
Wow, that's a pretty, that's.
He has 5 different sizes, right up to one this big.
Okay.
And, the value tends to, well, I shouldn't say it tends to go up with size. It depends how long they were made and what the collector needs.
If you had all 5 sizes, would it really increase the value to sell it as one big lot?
No.
No.
Then don't do that.
So, what's the most expensive?
What not to do.
So your oldest bear and your most expensive bear.
Let me just show one more bear before I do that.
Sure.
I got him yesterday at the Boutique Mall. He's a 1980s Dean's Bear, UK, like England, made in
80s, huh? Yeah. Wow.
Dean's bears have been around since the 20s, and I had to look up online for the label style because I wasn't sure if he was 60s, 70s, or 80s, and I looked up Dean's teddy bears tag, and the website shows the different labels, and therefore you're able to date him. And he's lower end now because he's in the 80s, so he's not extremely old. But he's all jointed, he's cuddly, and he has a little molded nose. And Karen thinks he's ugly.
Yes, I said he was ugly.
Now, my oldest bear that I own, my oldest bear is probably not a bear. It's probably the dogs I have. I'm just trying to think. Just to let you know, I have over 200 koala bears and close to 400 teddy bears.
Wow, it's like Jason's tiki collection in bears.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of thinking I'm trying to run through what I've got. And
that's just in her bedroom.
I have a teddy bear room. And I do have them in the bedroom too because they, I do have some from the 30s. There is a group of Stife dogs I have that I fell in love with, and those date into the 20s. Now,
Wow.
you want to show my most expensive?
So is
pair?
this the most expensive? All right, yeah.
This was also in my collection. I bought him for my collection, but I found another. This is a Bing teddy bear. Bing, Germany.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Bing, Germany was around like within a couple of years of Stife. And they actually had a lot of lawsuits back and forth because Bing started putting buttons in their bears' ears, and it was trademarked by Stife, so they got sued. You see the little dot on his wrist?
Yes.
There is a close-up picture of it. That's his tag. It's blue. It's metal. I think it says BW on it. It means Bing work, and it dates him to 1927-ish. And he was from my collection for quite some time. Now, do you want to know how much I paid for him?
Yes, we all do.
I did pay 950 euros.
Wow. Okay. So
And at the time, you know what
To the US dollar, I think it was about $1.40.
Okay.
So,
okay. Wow.
But you were buying it because you wanted it.
yeah, this was for me, and because Bing closed its doors in the early 30s. So they were only around for an extremely short time, and they were very high quality bears. Now, I listed him. He was probably listed for about 3 years. I listed him high. It's more than he's worth. I listed him, if you see it, $4,000. I knew that, but if I'd rather keep him.
Oh, yeah.
And I had the Bing Germany Museum contact me. They wanted to put him in their museum, like the Bing people who made him. And they said he's worth $2,000, and I knew that. But I said no. But a lady in England contacted me, and she contacted me while I was in England last June. If she'd contacted me the week before, I could have brought him with me.
Yeah, here you go.
And there wouldn't have been the $126 shipping to get him there. So, you want to show that one?
Yeah, but real quick, because we're almost at the top.
He looks beat up too.
We had teased it, and so people want to know, how do you clean one of these bears?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if you get one that's got kid snot all over it, what do you do?
Oh boy.
Just so you know that these types of older bears and stuff, they can't be thrown in the washer. They're going to be stuffed either with kapok or straw, which is called Excelsior, which can't get wet, it goes rotten. You can surface clean them, and you do lukewarm water with like a detergent that's for baby's clothes, so it has no phosphates or anything, and you whip it up into a lather. And you simply scoop the suds with a clean white cloth, like a face cloth, and you could do like this, and the dirt comes off on the cloth, and then you just keep scooping up suds only. Don't make him wet. And then once you've gone over the surface, you take another clean white cloth, run it in water and wring it out, and then just go over it to take any residue of soap. And then you let him air dry, and the next day you'll be able to either fluff him up with fingers or with a flea comb or a baby brush.
Oh, I got a flea comb right here in my pocket.
Yes, I have one too for all of my animals. So
it's right next to my lice comb.
Now you
geez.
do the same method with any plush. You just can't use a flea comb on any plush and normal plush because it's not gonna happen. You just use it.
All right, Nate, we're going to wrap up here because we're going to show two more things, and we're going to call it a night.
Okay.
Mandy just sold this one, and this is another giant bear.
He's 2.5 inches tall. He's a tiny guy. He has a metal body covered in mohair. He's made by Schuko.
So he's like the Terminator.
Yes, and Schuko is also a German company, and they were famous for these miniature bears. This guy's missing his ears. He has metal.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, the poor.
He has metal eyes, and his mohair is a little rough in spots. And actually, my source from Germany was going to throw him out, and he decided he was going to put it in the box for me. So it was basically rescued from the trash. He was free. I listed him and got a best offer of $100, and he went out to Australia. Europeans and Australians buy a lot of collectibles. Japan buys a ton of collectible bears. And you want to show the crossover bears?
Yeah. So we're just about top of the hour. We're going to show you one more thing. Those of you on the secret beach, we're going to start the after show real quick here, right afterwards. And we're going to switch way gears here because we're going to compacts. So if you're on the secret beach, you're going to see about compacts. If you want to join the secret beach, check out my post on the Thrifting board. It'll be open in 2 weeks for registration. So the thing that takes us from teddy bears to compacts is this creepiness.
Whoa.
There you go, Nadine. Look at that creepy.
Oh my goodness. That is a creepy bunch. That looks
But
like.
wait, they're not just plush
Oh my
or teddy
goodness.
bears. They are, what are they, Mandy?
They are perfume.
Look at that.
What? No way. Oh my goodness.
These are
Okay,
also,
that's creepy.
these are also Schuko, and they made lipstick holders, and they made compacts.
Wow.
Perfume holders.
So
Now,
were
if
they
I
what were they? 1920s, 1930s?
Yes.
20s. Okay.
If I was dating a girl and I walked into her bathroom to go pee
Wow.
and these were all on the counter, I'm out of there. I'll see you on the flip side.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness.
All right, we're going to end on that creepiness. So thank you, everyone who tuned in. It's been a great night, great show. Thank you, Mandy. I've never paid attention to old teddy bears, but just sitting here, I've learned so much, and I feel I've absorbed your knowledge. So
Yes,
I'm gonna
thank
go
you. I will be looking at that section in the thrift stores from now on. So thank you, Mandy.
Yep. Try and look for old.
Absolutely.
I might be messaging you if I find anything.
Yes, that's fine. We'll post it so everybody
Oh,
can learn.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, share the knowledge with everyone. Thank you.
All right, stay tuned for our next thrift haul, which will get up in the next day or two. And selling past our expiration date being Thrifty over 50. I think we're going to do a Saturday show because we're all going to be watching the Super Bowl on Sunday. But just stay tuned to the group. We'll see the
That's
links. Secret Beach, head over to the other link, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, audience.
Bye-bye.
Go Pats. Screw the Pats. Go Falcons.